welcome back to our vegan kitchen. I've got a great recipe for you today. It's going to be epic.
I'm so excited.
It is for chicken marsala. And by chicken, I mean chicken. So this is, unfortunately, for the people who are gluten-free, not the recipe for you today.
Bless you.
It is a gluten recipe. It's made with gluten. I don't have a substitute for it, so I apologize, but if you can tolerate gluten, give it a shot because this is life-changing. It's got secret ingredients in it that will no longer be a secret. I feel like I'm the magician on those shows.
Oh my god, you're telling all the secrets.
Whoa. So like I said, it's got gluten in it. This is the gluten here. Don't worry about the measurements. They will be in the bottom bar, aka the info box. So let's mix up our dry ingredients first. Like I said, we've got our gluten in there. First secret ingredient, semolina flour. Oh, what? Second ingredient, secret ingredient, that is Bob's Red Mill potato flakes. Creamy potato flakes.
Nice.
Those are the only ones that I know of that are vegan. I mean, if you've got other potato flakes that you want to use that are vegan, go right ahead. But I really like the Bob's and they're vegan. Also, chicken powder. If you don't have this chicken flavored vegan powder, you could use bouillon paste or other bouillon powder. I'm not sure what the measurements would be though. But this one, when reconstituted, is 2 teaspoons for 1 cup. So if you use that as a guide, you can kind of figure out what another brand would be, but so far I only know this brand. So chicken powder and a little bit of poultry seasoning. So we're gonna mix our dry ingredients together in the KitchenAid. This is very basic. You can really build a lot of different flavors on this, but today we're just doing like a basic chicken cutlet and then we're adding the Marsala sauce. Let's just get the dry ingredients mixed up first. Remember, we want an equitable distribution of flavor. That was easy. Okay, so now the only other ingredient in this basic part is water. So we're going to add enough water to get to the right consistency. What it is right now, I'm not sure, but I'm going to start with 1 cup and see what happens. Alright, so let's add the water and get started. It's going to be pretty dry, which is okay because we're going to be simmering it in some simmering liquid. So it's actually, I think 1 cup may have just done the trick. Yep. Alright, so 1 cup it is. So just get this mixed for a couple of minutes because we actually want it to be a little bit tough because that's going to give us a little bit of a stringy quality like chicken. So I'm going to mix this and we'll meet you back at the table. Alright guys, here is the simmering liquid. I am going to add some poultry seasoning to this. And I'm also going to add some miso. If you don't have miso, you can use bouillon, you could use the same chicken powder. Whoop! Watch out, it splashes. I'm just going to bring this up to the boil and make sure that my miso has melted into it. It's just going to help flavor the seitan cutlets. It's going to be really good. Make sure you get the hair out of your mouth because it's really annoying. Let's roll out our cutlets. So here's the mixture. You can see it's kind of, it's got like a chickeny, yeah, stringiness to it. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take cutlet sized pieces. You can see it's kind of stretchy like a rubber band. It's going to be a little bit difficult to roll out because it's going to want to snap back into place.
You really got to work it. You
got to work it. You want to get it pretty flat. It's going to puff up quite a bit as well in the water, so you want to get it as flat as possible. You might have to work it a little bit. You might have to let it rest a little bit so that the gluten calms down a little bit. This is the gluten that's making it like a rubber band. Alright, we got this to a simmer. Our miso has melted into the liquid. Here's everything rolled
Looking
out.
Good.
It takes a little bit of elbow
grease.
But it's worth it, trust me. It's gonna be really good. We're just gonna drop these in here. Don't crowd the pan. It's gonna swell up quite a bit. If you have any that are like sticking out of the liquid, add a little bit more water or stir it occasionally, flip it over occasionally, because you don't want any hard spots on these. You want them all to be velvety soft and fluffy and delicious. So these are going to simmer in here for about 40 minutes. I would check it after half an hour. If they're starting to get like too soft or too fluffy, half an hour. Half an hour will be fine probably, because we're gonna cook them with the coating too.
What's up?
But generally it should take about 40 to 45 minutes. Oh, I could smell them turning into chicken already. So we'll check back in 45 minutes. It's been 45 minutes, kids. And I drained them from the cooking liquid. You can see that they're very chickeny,
meat-like.
Yeah, chicken cutlet-y like. You could see the texture is very chickeny. So we're just going to, they're very chickeny, what can I say? We're just going to let these sit, cool off. Ideally, you should do these the day before. We're doing these day of. It's not a big deal. It's just exponent, you know, it's that much better if you do it the day before and plan ahead, but it's perfectly fine day of. So we're going to let these cool, and when it gets closer to the time to eat, we're going to make the rest of the sauce and put it together. Alright guys, it's cool. We're ready to fry these up. Now, I only have 3 words for you at this point. You do you. You know how you usually fry up chicken cutlets. You can dredge them in flour and, you know, saute them, or you could do the breadcrumb thing, or you could do a little batter like I'm going to do. Whatever you're used to doing, don't feel like you have to do what I'm doing. Do how you like it. I'm just going to show you how I like it. You can do it in the air fryer, you could do it in a pan on the stove, you could bake it, but I'm just gonna make a little batter like I would for the cauliflower wings. I don't even ever measure this. I just put about a cup-ish of flour, and then I take some seasoned salt. I'm using some of this buffalo seasoning because it gives a lot of nice flavor and it doesn't make it that hot. So I'm just gonna put a bunch of that in. I'm going to use my unsweetened almond milk in original, not vanilla, because I don't want vanilla chicken. That would be not cool. So I'm just going to add enough milk until this gets to the consistency of like a pancake batter. And then we'll be ready to dip our chicken cutlets in there. But remember, you do you. However you decide that you like your chicken breaded, go for it. Alright, I slop this up real good. It's all over the place. But look, that's the consistency that we want. For my version anyway. Oh, my oil's already over here. Maddie was nice enough to turn the pan on for me. I'm going to be bad today, and I'm just going to fry these. Of course, wait for your pan to get hot. This has been heating up for a minute already, so just, it'll be ready in 1 second. But this is what we're going to do. I'm just going to dip them in. Really simple, almost like a corn dog, like corn dog chicken cutlet. Just get them in there, and then you know how we do. You just cook them until they're golden-ish. Flip them a couple times. Obviously, you're gonna have to, whoops, make a big mess. Add more oil because it's gonna soak up the oil. If you want to be healthy, you could do it in the toaster oven and in the air fryer, but I'm going all out today. It's Sunday. I want a nice dinner. I haven't had this in a long time, so I want it how I remember it. But for like a weekday thing, I probably would do it a little healthy. I might even not do this batter. I might just dredge it in some flour and, you know, just pan fry it a little bit. Alright, so we fried off all of the chicken.
Ooh, yeah.
And now we're using the same pan. And we're going to put our mushrooms in here. I have some baby bellas that I sliced up, which are really nice. So I'm just going to cook these for a few minutes, and then I'm going to add the rest of the ingredients, and then we'll be able to pour it over our chicken and leave it warming up while we get the rest of our dinner ready. Alright, mushrooms have cooked down nicely. We're going to add our garlic. You want to add the garlic, not at the beginning, because if you burn your garlic, it's going to taste like poop. So you want to make sure that you don't burn it. So just cook this for 30 seconds to a minute, and then we're going to add our liquids. So we've got some chicken stock, aka chicken powder with a little water. We've also got Marsala cooking wine. I don't have Marsala, I have lemon flavored cooking wine. It's crap, but
sure,
it'll be okay.
Whoa.
Just for a little flavor. And we've also got some organic lemon juice. It's gonna be amazing. We're gonna let this come to boil, and then we're going to add 2 tablespoons of my vegan butter, and we'll be ready to pour it over the chicken. Alright, it's ready. We're gonna pour it over the chicken. The coating on the chicken is gonna soak this up like a sponge, so it looks a little thin now. Otherwise I would have added flour, but I know that the coating is gonna soak it up, so I didn't want it to be too thick.
I was just telling Mom, this smells like my childhood.
Oh,
we haven't had this in so long.
I hope it doesn't disappoint. Alright, so I'm gonna put this in the oven at 350 to stay warm while I make the mashed potatoes. I'm gonna throw a little parsley on top.
Ooh.
After all, it is Sunday. I'm just gonna cut this over the top, and it's gonna be like so fancy. Alright, there we go.
Look
it's all
at
plated
that.
up. We got some Barney mashed potatoes. We got some beautiful broccoli. Yeah, this is beautiful, if I do say so myself.
It smells really amazing.
Well, thank you. Let's see what Maddie thinks of this. Please don't burn yourself.
Oh, come on. Why do you do this?
Hot or good or both?
Really, really good.
All right. Wow.
Yes, it's back in our lives.
The dogs are so excited, and they never tasted it.
That's delicious.
Thank you. I hope you guys give it a try. It really wasn't that intensive to do. I mean, there was a few steps, but you could spread it out over a couple days if you want even. So I hope you give it a shot. Thumbs up if you like more recipes like this.
Yum, yum. This is a dish too that I think is going to get even better
The next day?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it'll have more time to soak
This
in
is
the
also a dish that I think a lot of non-vegans would be like, wow, I could do that.
Yeah.
I could do that. So, thanks again, guys, and until next time, much love.